I want to share this episode from Peter Diamandis and his Moonshots team because they are consistently ahead of where AI adoption is actually going. When I want a grounded perspective on how AI is changing real business, this is one of the sources that I turn to. What they point out in this episode is important. Most firms do not have internal AI expertise, and trying to bolt AI onto existing operations without leadership actually creates more friction. And that's exactly what I see happening with small consultancies. Another point they make here, or one of the key points, is that firms that delay, companies across the board, but I'm dealing mainly with small business consultancies, when they delay learning how to adopt AI practically inside their operations, these firms are going to really struggle to keep up, more than likely in 2026, and tend to fall behind. Peter kicks this off, I think, with a great question. Let's just listen, see if I can pull this up here, and we'll listen to just a short intro by Peter.
All right. So Matt, the question to kick this off is, can every company truly become an AI company, and how? And then which companies and industries do you think need to disrupt themselves now before they become basically irrelevant?
I think your second question relates to your first question in some ways, which is I don't think, and I think all the data that has come out on this so far, that all industries are going to be impacted equally by this.
I think one of the things that I find really interesting here is that there always tends to be a generalization on types of changes. And one of the points that's made here very clearly is that not all organizations are going to have the same urgency or need to make a transformation to adopting AI. However, I think that the area that I'm focused in, which is small business consultancies, it seems to me that they fall into the category that will need to start adopting in one fashion or another in their operations. I think the point made here is just so important, and that is, how is the industry that you sit in, your domain and your domain expertise, how is that actually changing? I always look at AI, not just as AI, but AI plus automations. How is that going to change? And the key point here is he's taking a good look at small businesses. It's even larger enterprises may not have the expertise in-house to start really intelligently adopting and adapting to the AI world, but especially true in smaller organizations that simply will struggle with the bandwidth necessary to set up the operational structure and then stay current enough in how they apply the technology. I hope you like this brief introduction to Peter Diamandis and his Moonshots podcast. It's amazing. It's just part of the content creators that I'm following now to help navigate this crazy world we're evolving into with AI and automation.